Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Deb C, and place to be, it's Deb C. Bloop, bloop, bloop. That's me. Boop, Deb C. Hey guys, and happy Saturday. I hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend so far, and I hope it's everything that you wanted it to be. It is the weekend, and it's right before my staycation, so it is awesome. Now listen, I finally bit the bullet. I watched this week's Real Housewives of New York City. I made my notes, so let us get into it. Listen, this whole deal with Jenna's stoop sale, I can completely understand why in the future, if someone says something like, well, maybe she is hurting for money, I could kind of understand why somebody would say that, would think that, because, not necessarily say it, but think it, because, I mean, I get that you want to get rid of things because she's in a very serious relationship. She's engaged and she wants to make room for her fiance, soon to be, however long they're going to be engaged, but hopefully soon to be wife. And she wants to move everything out. I get that. But in my mind, I'm like, well, I mean, if she sold it, couldn't she have given the money to like a charity? Just because I don't think she's hurting for money. But then she said she is using the money to pay for some very expensive dental work. I'm thinking that you can afford this dental work because you just bought this Bentley that's like over $200,000. So I don't know. I thought it was weird. I thought that was kind of weird. Raquel and Aaron, I like that they get together, they talk about everything, and that's what I like about Raquel. Raquel, if she has a problem with somebody, she will just get together with them. She'll talk it out like an adult, and then she'll move on. Aaron says that she does that, but on the surface it looks like she does, but we know that's not what happens. That's why that's why I like Raquel so much. Okay, so this week was Raquel and Mel's ballroom themed engagement party. And contrary to what Aaron thought, it's not like Beauty and the Beast ballroom. It's like Paris is Burning ballroom, Pose ballroom. Not what most of the ladies thought it was. So let's just say there were like a bunch of different categories. There was Dress Like a CEO. There was Madonna. There was something with glitter. Opposites attract or something like that. I'm going to say, first of all, I was surprised. I thought Bronwyn said there was only 3 of those heart coats from Yves Saint Laurent. And there obviously are more because Raquel showed up wearing one of them. Also, I'm going to say, Jenna with the blonde wig and butt pads, she looked good. I'll give it to Jenna. She looked good. And then Aaron and Abe showed up. Aaron looked better than Abe. I will give it to Abe for going out and doing the role reversal dress. However, they could have dressed him a little better. Like when Bryn had said Mrs. Doubtfire, she wasn't lying. It was kind of like he was kind of frumpy. They could have maybe dressed him up like a little sexier is all I'm saying. But good on you that you committed to the role. Hey, maybe he does have those lesbian sensibilities. I don't know exactly what that is, but hey, maybe he does. Bryn trash talking Jessel's look though in confessional was kind of hypocritical because I don't know that Bryn showed up in anything different from what she would normally wear. Like, I don't see where, I myself have never been to a ballroom. However, I don't know that Bryn's was necessarily anything different from what she would wear normally to something. I mean, it was a little more covered up than usual, but I didn't think it was anything amazing. And listen, there was talk when Aaron was talking to who was it? To Jenna about Uba, and Uba was like right there. And they're talking about how Aaron thinks that Uba is gunning for her. Listen, and this comes up later on too. I think if Aaron has a problem with Uba, then she should go to Uba. Like, we're adults here. Don't go talking to everybody else, because apparently Aaron goes talking to everybody else instead of to Uba. And I'll say another thing. Honestly, I love the fact that they had both of their kids there, both of Raquel and Mel's kids there. I love, they're probably, no, not probably, they are my favorite couple on Roni, just because of the fact that there's that unconditional love that they have for each other's children. And it's just such a loving, relationship there. Honestly, I have so much respect for them. I love them as a couple. Okay, when Bryn was talking with her ghostwriter, and once again, not surprising that she's going to get a book deal, because when you become a housewife, you get a book deal. That's just how it is. She was talking about her, I'm going to say sexual assault. She didn't tell her grandmother this at all. So she's real upset because that took a year from her with her grandmother, because she was hiding this, and she was in such turmoil over this. It's affected like how she views marriage and kids. She says now she doesn't date because she doesn't want to have to tell people about this. I'm wondering if she's thinking like once she tells them, they're gonna run. Maybe that's why all she does is I don't want to say goes for one night stands, but I don't want to say sleeps around, but that's why she doesn't date like very strictly like it. Maybe that's why she doesn't let it get to a point where it's like something very serious. I'm going to tell you, when Bryn drops like the whole over sexualized act, I like her more. And it kind of made me wonder, like, she was saying that she puts on this brave face and just says like, oh, I don't date because some one excuse or another. But then she will just like over sexualize everything. I'm not a fan of when she does that. I'm really not a fan when she will then flirt with like Jenna or flirt with Raquel, just because of the fact that she knows that they're both in very, very serious relationships. But now I'm wondering, like, I guess she over sexualizes everything just to make it look like everything is okay. And to like hide her feelings. That's probably why, but I really hope she doesn't use this trauma to, like excuse away bad behaviors. I hope that's not the case. Okay. Sai and Uba visit Raquel. Raquel hasn't seen her mom in a while. And so she's planning on going to Puerto Rico to meet with her mom. So it's going to be a girls trip. So that should be interesting. Meanwhile, when Bryn and Aaron are volunteering, don't come for me, but honestly, I feel like they could have stayed home, or they should have maybe done like some volunteering when there wasn't cameras, because that woman next to Bryn clearly was like, give me those boxes. I'm just going to do this. How about if you ladies go back here and talk? Because you're not doing much of anything right now. But the whole gist of that, with all the ladies talking, everybody's telling Uba that Aaron's saying, Uba's coming for me. At first I was like, I don't feel like Uba is coming for her, because she has so much going on with like the fibroid, her fibroid issue, all the medical issues. And so I don't know. At first I was like, I don't know that she's coming. I don't know that she's coming for her. And they keep using the term gaslighting. And Raquel was like, maybe she's just using the wrong term in gaslighting. Now, Uba and Aaron were both at FanFest in Miami, at Bravo FanFest in Miami. They were on a panel, and Uba said she really isn't sure of what the word gaslighting means, and maybe she used it incorrectly. Maybe she used the incorrect word. I don't feel that she did, though. I don't feel that she did. I think maybe Raquel thinks that she did because maybe she doesn't know Aaron as well as she does. But everything seems to be okay now between Aaron and Uba. And I agree with Uba and also with Aaron later when you say, listen, rather than talking to everybody else about this, how about you just sit down as adults, like Raquel did with Aaron, and you just talk about it. I mean, Uba and Aaron talk enough that they should be able to just sit down and talk about it. So then a little bit later, with the text that comes out, the text that was sent from Uba to Aaron, calling her like pathetic, saying she's lying, and that she's going to come for her. So then I was like, is she though? I mean, I don't know. I don't know that seems so much. See, coming for someone to me means incessantly like hammering on them. And to me, it doesn't seem like she is. And if she is, then is she holding on to something from last year that is just unresolved? Uba says she doesn't want to talk to Aaron about it because Aaron is going to twist her words. Aaron says she doesn't want to talk to Uba because she's afraid of her reaction, which is crazy because what reaction does she think she's going to do? Does she think she's going to explode like a volcano? Once again, I feel like Aaron is maybe kind of like painting Uba as like her reaction would be like an angry black woman, which I don't like. I don't know. I think they need to sit down and talk to one another. But also, to me, it seems like Bryn is really stoking the fires on this. That's what I think. So next week, they're in Puerto Rico. So we see that, who is it? Uba is complaining about her room. Uba's pretty tall. That bed looked kind of short. So I don't know. Okay, so in the comments, let me know if you watched this week. And if nobody told you yet today, you were loved, seen, and heard, please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, and positivity out there in the world so it comes right back at you. Please take care of one another. Be aware. Also, always be aware of your surroundings no matter where you're at. Please be safe. Hydrate often with some water. And if you're in a dangerous situation, weather related or not, please be mindful, be aware, be smart and safe. And know that Dolly and I are sending our love, thoughts, prayers, and all types of positive energy out your way to get you through it. Love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow for who knows what. So, love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.